gotta try boiled dumplings. In China, when we're talking about dumplings, we're usually talking about boiled dumplings, or 水饺. Not pot stickers, not steamed ones, but boiled dumplings. It is considered a staple to Chinese cuisine. It's a delicious alternative to rice and noodles. They're super delicious if you make them the right way. You can get everyone in your family involved so that cooking the dish is easier and faster. Unlike pot stickers, boiled dumplings are healthy and low in calories. This is how boiled dumplings are made. Things you should take note of. Let the dough rest enough, make tougher dough, move fast once the wrappers are ready. Cook or store dumplings soon after they're wrapped. Cook dumplings in small batches in a large pot, and never take your eyes off the pot when boiling the dumplings. Ingredients you need are 4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup plus 2 tablespoons of room temperature water, and about 4 cups of preferable dumpling filling. Prepare the dough. Step 1. Mix flour and water together with a pair of chopsticks in a large bowl. Prepare the dough. Step 2. When water is mixed with flour, dust both hands with flour and start kneading to form dough. The dough will be quite tough and should be easily able to be lifted from the bowl without sticking from the bottom. Prepare the dough. Step 3. Transfer the dough to the working surface and continue to knead it until its surface becomes smooth. This will take about 10 minutes. Prepare the dough. Step 4. Dust the bottom of a large bowl with flour and transfer the dough into it. Cover the bowl with a damp dish towel and lid. Let the dough rest for 2 hours. Prepare the dough. Step 5. After resting, knead the dough repeatedly for another 3 to 5 minutes until the dough hardens again. Then, let the dough rest for about 30 minutes. Making dumplings. Step 1. Slice 1/6 of the dough off and place the rest back into the big bowl. Cover it with a damp dish towel. Making dumplings. Step 2. Roll the dough into a long stick about 1 inch in diameter. Then use a knife to cut the dough into about 12 small sections of dough. Making dumplings. Step 3. Take one dough and press it into a round disc. Roll it with a rolling pin into a round sheet. Try rolling it so that the edge is thinner than the center. The wrapper should be 1 millimeter thick. The diameter should be around 7 centimeters. Roll the dough into a long stick, 1 inch in diameter. Making dumplings. Step 4. Scoop about 1 tablespoon of dumpling filling and place it in the center of the wrapper. Hold the dumpling with one hand and start sealing the edges with the other hand. Be careful when pressing the edges together to seal the dumpling. Do not let filling touch the sealing area. You don't need to fold beautiful dumplings. Our goal is to make dumplings hold their shape during boiling. Making dumplings. Step 5. Try to wrap and cook dumplings in small batches, about 20 to 25 at a time. If you won't cook dumplings within 30 minutes, freeze them. To cook boiled dumplings, boil a large pot of water. Carefully add 1 dumpling at a time. Use a ladle to stir the water gently and continuously for 1 minute. Adjust the heat so the water is at boiling point, but make sure it's not bubbling too fiercely. When dumplings float to the surface, continue boiling until the dumpling is filled with air and swollen, and the dough starts to become transparent. Immediately transfer all dumplings to a plate. Be careful, the dumplings cook quickly, so you should always stand beside the pot during the boiling process. There is an easier way of making boiled dumplings. You can buy the wrappings from your local Chinese grocery. Boiled dumplings is something you have to try if you haven't. Next, you gotta try Czech goulash.